so over it. Coyote. Lord Nova. Lord Nova, Lord Nova. What's up, my man? Where is everybody? Kneel before Zod. I got an APB out on Hamid and Lord Von. Where are they? Where's Lord Von at? Asking for a friend. Coming there flexing. We up 2-0. We looking down on the division. You ain't looking down on shit. You just jinxed them. You and Dracula. You and Dracula. I was just listening to Big Sills. My God, they're jumping off the ship after one loss. Lord have mercy. Come on, where is everybody? Where'd everybody go? What's up, Mouse? How are you? Drew getting his excuses ready. Yeah, he's writing them down on paper. Hey, I got news for you, Mouse. As bad as Dallas has looked, their defense last week, we gave up, what, 44 points? 44 points, Drew, Dallas gave up. I mean, you even said it. They got murdered. Yet the Eagles' defense is still worse. That's scary, Drew. Eagles' defense is 32nd in the league. 32nd. And you haven't played the greatest show on turf yet. You're going there on Sunday. My God, it's going to be... If you play like you did last night and week one, Drew, you're going to give up 42. Something's got to change. You got to do something with that defense. Dallas, we got our work cut out for us with the Ravens. Who the hell knows what team's going to show up? We're the real Dallas Cowboys. Please show up. Let's make a deal. I'm looking for, who is the host of Let's Make a Deal? We didn't get 44 points. Don't matter, Drew. With that 44, you're still worse than us, statistically. It's all that matters, bruh. You got the slow bleed. Hope adjustments are made. Mouse, yeah. Both teams need adjustments, all kidding aside. Both teams need serious adjustments. Serious. Your defense let them score 6 straight times. Again, and your defense is statistically worse. Wow. Wow. Doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. We're in the middle of the pack, and you're dead last. You got primetime Kirk Cousins beat you. That's bad. Tell him, Mouse. That's not good. He's won 3 times on Monday night. He's like 3-12 on Monday nights. Primetime Kirk Cousins made you let him go down the field in just over a minute. Shit. I was telling Atlanta to run the ball. You had to drain some clock. Only Eagle fans shut. Yeah, again, I ain't justifying it. We got our ass kicked. But, yeah, Drew, you know, it kind of comes to the territory. At least he's here to take his crow. The other guy, I'm still looking for Lord Von. The APB is out for him and Hamid. Drew, you need to stop your over pounding. Again, Mouse, that's what we deal with. That's why Brad's no longer a part of the channel. You know, I got to reach out to Brad. He sent me a long text. He's done, so whatever. I'm trying to do its best, but it is what it is. Dak Delusional. Everyone who wanted Quinn gone, is that what you wish for? One game, yeah. Remember, Quinn did the same thing, Dak Delusional. Not once, not twice, but 3 times last year. 1, 2, 3. Arizona, 49ers, and Green Bay. And I might be forgetting another team. Lord Von, again, you saw it. He came in. He wasn't there the whole stream. He waited till they get ready to win. We 2-0. We looking down. You ain't looking at shit. You're looking at the defense who needs a lot of help. Right? This is why I told the Eagle fans I love Saquon. I'm the one that said he's talent. I said maybe you get a linebacker, maybe you bring back Reddick or as another person and bring back Swift. You'd be better off all around. And I think after 2 games, I think I am going to be right on that one. If you can't stop anybody, we stopped somebody 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Dan Quinn, last game was the same. Yes, Drew, I understand Dallas ain't good. Nobody's saying Dallas is good. That's where Drew gets confused. Nobody's flexing Dallas. Dallas is going to win 10 games, though. You got Dallas winning 5 games? Or Big Sills? We'll see about that. We'll have that very soon. Good day, Vinny. Very good day. We just need I just need my Phillies to get a win tonight. Vinny, I know you're a Mets guy, but we can't lose to the Brewers again. That's a big game tonight. Big game tonight. Alina, hello everyone. Al Harris needs to be the next DC. We'll see. He's the assistant head coach. Belichick was in Philly last night for other reasons other than to do a photo op. He interviewed him for the job, Timothy Looper. Dracula's on his way out. Here he is. There's Hamid. There he is. Welcome, my friends. You gave me great content last night. Thank you. Now, where is your partner in crime? Where is he? Because you are elite or happy-go-lucky. Lord Von comes in and digs it. He punches you in the stomach. He waits. He lays in wait. He lays in the darkness until he sees a victory. And then he comes out all chesty. And then you take the L. And then he crawls back into the dark. Drew needs to be humble. Hey, he can do whatever he wants. I feel like if we were ranked 10th or 15th with AJ, I feel like we can put up 30. Yeah, Daryl, I ain't going to argue that. Your offense with AJ is elite. But I stand on my... I stand on how he's going to have to figure something out. If I was an Eagle, all kidding aside, we're having fun here, but all kidding aside, if Jalen Carter disappears the whole game, Jordan Davis has been a no-show, Huff has been a no-show, and that's supposed to be your strong suit as your D-line, that would scare me because you cannot let these young guys out in coverage very long. Anybody's going to get beat. We're all going to get beat, Daryl. These corners can't cover all day. And it seemed like Cousins had all day. Hey, Curtis, how are you, brother? How you making out, buddy? Dracula going to get fired by... Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe not. Again, who knows? Mouse, I don't know. Where is Hamid? Hamid is in the house. He's a good man. He's showing up. I appreciate that. You guys need to be humbled. Your defense ass 44.6 straight. Okay, that's one game. Again, you keep going back to the same thing. It's not, again, don't worry. Against your defense, it could get ugly at AT&T. Oh, Prime Time. What's up, brother? How are you, my friend? I saw the text, but I hadn't had a chance to look at it. The Browns are trash. So now the Browns are trash? You know you got to play them, Drew. And you're probably going to lose to them. You know that, right? So when you lose to them, I want you to kneel before Zod, man. Our defense is ass, especially pass rush. Hamid, Drew's very delusional. Yes, he is. Drew's delusional. He's too worried about Dallas. You got to worry about the Eagles. Don't worry about Dallas. Dallas has to worry about Dallas. What's up, Clemente? I'm already over that game. We're going to lose sometimes. Just move on. Yeah, that's how you got to be. You're allowed 24 hours, Mouse. After today, you got to move on to the New Orleans Saints. So, you played against the bum QB the first week. You have to play him, Drew. So just remember that. You do understand that. You got to play him in 2 weeks. So remember the bum QB thing. Or no, not in 2 weeks. Later in the year, I think. It's still early, guys. Chris, 0-8. We are in the fire, my friend. We're fending off the Lions, man. We're right now. We are in the arena. It's like Gladiator. Chris, I'm not worried because at the end of the day, I can't control anything. Yeah, Mouse, that's a good attitude. It's all words at this point. It's all just words. The last TD drive for Falcons was too easy. Clemente. And you don't think that's going to be on tape? Shit. That ain't going to get on tape? Like, I can't wait. I'm almost overseer. Dracula is a problem, Hamid, but at the end of the day, it was Kellen Moore calling the place. Everybody loved Kellen Moore. I warned everybody. I warned you. Now, if Barkley, who's a below-average pass catcher, I didn't realize until I watched Birds 365 this morning that he has a lot of drops. So, again, that all goes into the equation of why would you throw it? Ifs and buts were candy and nuts. You know, I remember when Dallas was about ready to win a playoff game in Seattle, and Tony Romo dropped an extra point snap, and we lost when we had victory in our hands. And, you know, shit happens. Prime time, how you feeling, brother? You still hungover? Yeah, I feel you on that, but I feel like AJ was there last night. We would have scored for you. Daryl, I'm not going to disagree with you. AJ is a big part of that team. Problem is he's not playing this week. So, you know, you have a team like Cowboys offense. You have one good receiver. That's welcome to our world, Daryl. We got one good receiver. I like Brandon Cooks, but it's not like Philly. You got more talent at the receiver spot, Daryl. That's just a fact. I think our defense is better than the Eagles, but we didn't show it this week. But you got to play New Orleans this week, too. If you give up a 40-burger, Drew, then what's that say for you? What are you going to say? Oh, well, we gave up 40 in 6 out of 7 drives? That's ridiculous. Arturo, Loyal Cowboy, Hamid Dracula wants to score some points. Loyal, you need to record something in Dracula's voice, and I need to put it in my system so I could use it. Can't wait to play the Eagles. Lord Nova, I'll be there, bro. You need to find a way to go. How are you feeling, Philip? So over, we got our own problems. Drew just mouthing off. Yeah, Mouse. I'm not flexing Dallas. The first thing Drew wants to do is talk about the Cowboys. We're talking about one game. I shit on my own team, right? I mean, you know, but I didn't make any blanket statement. It's one loss. You know, it's one loss. Eagles, one loss. We'll see what happens this week. You know, Drew says that we got blowed out by a trash QB. Well, we'll see on Sunday how trash he is. Maybe you beat him. Fangio's scheme never worked, giving receivers 50-yard space. Hamid, I heard a lot of, you know, how you guys have all the players. I remember Drew saying you have all the players that fit Fangio, a Fangio scheme. You've been running it for 3 years. Well, through 2 games, all due respect, you should be 0-2. You should be thankful that you're 1-1. And I say that because Jordan Love was ridiculously bad. He was Deshaun Watson bad week 1. Yes, he was. Timothy Looper, not only did Eagles lose last night, they lost to the Falcons. Timothy Looper from Terrell, Texas. I think Atlanta has one of the best offensive lines in the league. So with that many weapons, we got to play Atlanta. They're not going to be a pushover. And by the time we play Atlanta, we may actually have a healthy Kirk Cousins because Aikman sat down with Cousins. He is nowhere near 100% right now. His mobility is limited. So that's the scary part. Eagles couldn't get to Cousins when you knew where he was going to be. What kept the Eagles in the game last night and gave them a great chance to win was what? Jalen Hurts' mobility and his legs running the football. Yes, running the football is what made them almost win the game. Again, I said this before the season. RPO, that's how you're going to win with Jalen. You're going to try and stick him in the pocket 35, 40 times. It's not going to work, especially without A.J. Brown. You got to run. And he ran a lot last night. Almost had 100 yards rushing. Had a touchdown. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Great RPO quarterback. And I feel we better on defense when we start getting late in the season by the playoffs. Well, you're going to need to... Something's going to have to change. Maybe Howie can trade for somebody? I don't know if, I hear people want Reddick back. That's not happening. Howie's not going to... That would look bad on Howie. But maybe you can make a trade. Howie's done it before. Maybe you go out and get that Tennessee D lineman. And you bench Jordan Davis or take some time away from him. They started Milton Williams last night, Mouse. They started Milton Williams over Jalen Carter. Something's going on with Jalen Carter. He ain't looking good through 2 games. He flashes here and there, but something's going on. I don't know what it is. Raymond Walker, Taco Tuesday. How you doing? I'm doing good. Logan Motorsports, there he is. Drew, our defense will be better than last year, yes. We gave up 3 blowouts last year, Drew. You remember that, right? We only have 1 so far. Let him go, Mouse. He's digging his own hole. And what? No, who said Watson's a top 10 QB? Nobody said that. I said you got to play him. You trashed him. And listen, you'll have your opportunity to beat New Orleans. That you said that their quarterback stinks, and you'll have your opportunity to beat Deshaun Watson. I mean, that win was important. Conference NFC game. If we would win, the first 3 NFC games would have been. Yeah, again, I think both teams still win 10 games, but I think this whole 13 win, I think the real fans are looking at it going, there ain't no way in hell Eagles are winning 13. I mean, that's not happening. I think as we get more down the season, like I told you before, there's going to be games that I had you winning that you're going to lose, and there's games that I had you losing that you're going to win, and that's what happened through the first 2 weeks. My record for both teams is exactly where I said it was going to be. It just happened a different way. It don't matter. I've nailed it so far. I had Dallas 1-1 after 2, and I've had the Eagles 1-1 after 2. Those are facts. So everybody else who wants to chirp, I'm the right one here. And we've just started. Mouse, this is why Dallas fans are getting laughed. Nobody's a laughing stock. Turn on your TV, Drew. The laughing stock is your head coach. That's the laughing stock right now. Everybody trashing Hurts. That's why he pissed me off. I don't think Hurts. No. See, again, everybody wants to crap on Dak for that interception. It was a blowout, and he forced the ball into double coverage. Exactly like Jalen. Kellen did a good job last night. You were averaging almost 8 yards a run. You should have ran the ball. You could have ran it in the friggin' end zone. And if you knew you were going to go for it on 4th down, why did you do what you're going to do? You should have just ran it. Atlanta could not stop the run. Run the ball. I guarantee you knock off another 45, 50 seconds off the clock by running that last play. You either score or you leave Atlanta 40 seconds. I know they score, but when they have 40 to start with, they're going to run different plays. Whereas they had a minute 35, they were able to use the whole field. Hello, Drew. We are lost. Let's move on to the Saints. He ain't giving up. What's up, Rob A? Hey, Hamid, what happened to you during the game last night? We missed you. Ignatius, yes, get AJ out. AJ will be back in a few weeks. AJ is essential. Yes, I agree, Mouse. If AJ was there, we win. Win. See, that's how you look kind of foolish. You may win, but win big? I'm about winning big. But yeah, I agree. You win. Good afternoon. We will be lucky to get 2-2. CZ, that's a good call. I think I had you winning this week, losing in New Orleans, and losing in Tampa. So I had you I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. I think I had you 1-3 going into the bye. Maybe 2-2. I'll have to go back and look. I had you losing, winning, losing. Maybe I had you beating Tampa in revenge. Maybe I had you 2-2. You ain't gonna be any better than 2-2. There ain't no way. You'll probably be 1-3 going into the bye week. So then I wonder what changed. But that you kind of like Dallas last year. That bye week was early, and we needed it because our offense is struggling this year. So I'm kind of glad our bye week's week 7. They had the offense set up. The offensive lineman didn't jump when they did, causing Barkley to drop. Yeah. Yes, we play the Ravens, so we'll see what happens this week. We have a tough work, All right, so I want to know one thing though. Logan Motorsports, are the Ravens a good team? I need to know now before we beat them. Because I have a feeling if we beat them, you're going to go, oh, well, they're 0-3. They suck. I need to know before the game whether they're good or not. If they're not good, then that's fine. Just make sure you say it. I still love Kellen Moore. It was a great play he called. Yeah, I just don't like the call, Darryl. Kellen will win you a lot of games, but in a big game, he'll come up short. Kellen Moore, the problem in Dallas, he didn't run a lot of motion, and you didn't see a lot of motion last night. When you are missing a guy like A.J. Brown, you need to run motion to get guys open, to create space for the offensive weapons. And Kellen doesn't do that. That's why we moved on. Most importantly, that's why we moved on. Starting the year last year, we didn't run a lot of motion. We had to revamp our offense. We did a lot of motion. Through 2 weeks this year, Dallas is not doing a lot of motion either. McCarthy's being friggin' stupid, and that's a big problem. We're 1-1. Luckily, we blew out the Browns week 1 on the road. Took care of business. Name a car for an edit. I'm riding along on my GTI. Volkswagen GTI, baby. Let's ride. Rob, just trying to hang in there, man. This kind of rough. Yeah, well, you lost your wife. Everybody's sitting there in the chat, you bitching about a football game, whining and bitching, trying to look at my team and bring me down because your team shit the bed last night. My heart goes out to you, Curtis. Hey, Linda, how are you? Yeah, that was a great play call. Just didn't execute. Mouse, it was a good play call, but I didn't know that Barkley leads the league in drops as far as running backs over his career. I don't know. I didn't even know that stat. I told you he wasn't a great receiver. He's good at pass protection. He's better than Swift in pass protection. But as far as catching the ball, he's really not great. Which is why everyone's like, oh, my God, he's a good... I'm like, no, he's not. But I don't want to argue with Eagle fans. I mean, he's a great back. He's just not one of his strong suits. You're allowed to crap on your own team. That's crap on another team. That's another story. Vinny, I agree with you. It's only one game, brother. I'm good. I feel good. Again, if Dallas does it again, then I'm concerned. But one blowout, I'll give Zimmer the benefit of the doubt. Just like if I was an Eagle fan, I would give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll see what they do in New Orleans. If they go down in New Orleans and look the same or worse on defense, then I think it's bad. I think it's real bad. A good afternoon, game time, Brian. Philly choked last night, though. Woke, what's up, bro? Yeah, here we go with the we know what happens in the playoffs. He's already deflecting because you don't have confidence in your squad. That was not on Kellen. Barkley should have caught the ball. Yeah, Rob, but I didn't realize how many drops he's had over his career. He leads backs with a certain amount of, that's what they were saying on Birds 365. Birds 365. Go check out that stat. See if it's correct. Daryl Scott. I'm not worried about Carr. I'm worried about Kamara. The problem is Carr's playing really good, Daryl. And if you can't get a pass rush on him, he's going to carve you up like he did us. That's a fact. And Daryl, we got actual playmakers, and Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs. We actually got playmakers, and we still got our ass carved up. That's why I would be concerned if I was an Eagles fan. But again, we'll see. Maybe you guys will surprise me. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. JoJo, how are you, JoJo? Jordan Love being bad is not on Philly. No, I agree, but let's not act like he was good. You know what I'm saying? Just like Dallas beating Deshaun Watson week 1 when he didn't play good is not on Dallas, right, Rob? But yet Drew wants to hold me to that standard. It's kind of not fair. Complex Marvin, man. How are you, brother? How are you? Nice seeing you to the show, my man. I appreciate that. I like to see new names. Lord Nova. Felix Rojas. Got the white shirts, my man. They'll be in tomorrow morning. I'll make the shirt. I'll have it out Thursday. So you'll probably get it by Saturday or Monday. Ollie K, what up, what up? Michael Habla, how are you, man? Haba, how are you, Michael? Arturo. Thanks, I'm not a grandpa, so how's that? Hamid. 260 yards and 2 TDs is not bad for Love. Yeah, but I would say he missed some wide open. I mean, he missed at the end of the game. He missed a wide open guy in the end zone. I mean, he didn't have a great game. He was throwing worm burners. I know, and those stats are pretty good, right, Rob? That's what's scary. He left a lot out on the field. But again, I don't care. You know. And his arm game time around that TD pass to Devontae was between. Yeah, that was a good pass. Yes, it was. Hurts is going to be hurting by the end of the season. Yeah, Arturo, he takes a couple more hits like that. That's the one thing about running RPO. You take a chance of getting knocked out. Falcons should have hit Hurts. They let him get. Yeah, shout out to Jalen. He does what he does best. I've noticed that Jalen got more comfortable in the pocket at times in the second half. I want to see more of that. Well, he had a lot of time to pass. I didn't understand Atlanta playing that must rush and, you know, cloud and cover. They could not get any pressure on Jalen. Carter is a double team on a regular. Jordan Davis needs to step up. I think the Cowboys got a wake-up call. Eagles is just pure pass. Again, not the way you drew up the Eagles to win, Drew? Thank you. It's a little dirty, my man. Thank you. Wait, game time. So we have one receiver. You said, I love AJ, but what happens is, what I was trying to tell you is, what they do to CDs, they double and they put extra shade toward his way. What did they do last night, Drew? They doubled and shaded towards Devontae, and he didn't. I mean, he had a touchdown, but they held him in check. That's what happens when you have one receiver, Drew. Pay attention. It's game time. I freeze my watch, your channel, and you're right most of the time instead of making shit up like Mark does. Timothy Looper, thank you so much. I'm glad you appreciate me. Ravens want blood. Yeah, I'm sure they will. We have our work cut out for us. So are they a good team? Because if we beat the Ravens, I don't want no revisionist history. If we lose, then we lost to a good team, right? I want to score some points. Drew, now with the wide receiver excuse, guess you didn't have a Goddard. Well, Goddard's there. Goddard's been a no-show. I don't know what his problem is. Brent Calcaterra is better than he is right now. Goddard can't get open. So I don't know if he's overrated. I don't know. EJB. Barkley needed to catch the ball. McCarthy and Dracula might be unemployed end of season, Brian. Yeah, they might both be unemployed. But anyway, that's my 30 minutes, everybody. I got to roll. I'll talk to everybody later. I appreciate everybody. Go check out the video I just uploaded. Hamid, you're all over it. Check it out.